To Poland now, the country has until midnight to respond to the European Commission's request to amend a controversial law that would retire 27 Supreme Court judges. If they don't oblige, the EU Commission is likely to sue Poland before the European Court of Justice. Last year, the Commission triggered the so-called Article 7 procedure over judicial reforms in Poland, which could lead to the suspension of the country's voting rights. Well, for more on that story, I'm joined now by Maeve McMahon from Brussels. Maeve, thanks so much for being with us. What's happening? Can you tell us more about this story?
Well, absolutely. It's very similar, in fact, to the story that we reported on earlier this week regarding Hungary. The thing is, the European Commission has put both the Polish government and the Hungarian government under scrutiny over the last couple of years because they feel they're stepping away, if you like, from the fundamental laws on freedom of speech and media that are enshrined in the EU treaty that they signed up to when they signed up to EU membership. And Frans Timmermans, the Vice President of the European Commission, has been tasked with this job. He's been over and back to Warsaw over the last couple of months and years, sending letters over and back, and he's found 13 breaches where he believes are out of line with the European Union, and his focus today is on the one regarding the Supreme Court and that retirement age, putting it down from 70 to 65, because that could see 27 people lose their job overnight, including the President of the Supreme Court, who has a mandate, in fact, for 6 years. Now, public opinion is divided over this in Poland. Some people support these reforms of the government of law and justice, but others have been on the streets for the last months and years trying to fight against them.
So, can you just enlighten us a little bit? Because these procedures are quite complex. So what happens if Poland doesn't meet that deadline that's been set for it?
Well, the midnight deadline, if it's not reached, you could see Poland being taken to the European Court of Justice. The matter will also be discussed here in Brussels next Tuesday when European ministers meet to discuss the matter. And as you said yourself, Article 7 procedure was also introduced by the European Commission, so they could end up losing their voting rights in Council, just like Hungary. But both countries have promised to support each other and veto any such thing happening.